I started with a company called Reliable Life Insurance, and I eventually opened my own Allstate agency about 6 years ago. So I know a little bit about insurance. I've been around, and throughout my time selling insurance, I've been doing community service the entire time. So working with the youth is what I love to do. All right. So this is just the boring stuff about me, man. So I'm licensed in my Series 6, 63, and SIE. That just means, in good words, that means I can sell long-term annuities. I can sell long-term health care, put it like that. I have my life, health, property license, tax. I can do taxes for you. I'm a youth mentor and professional speaker. That's me. Let's go to all the laptop over here. All right, let's have a little story time. All right, so mobile mentality. I came up with this story basically about my life, man. So basically, starting out as the hooper. The hooper was the good part of my life, man. I was in high school, I was at Central, I was loving it. I was playing basketball every day. That's what I loved to do. It was a good time in my life. It got a little rough towards my senior year because I almost didn't graduate, okay? I went to the office one day, they called me and they said, man, you got 19 unexcused absences, okay? 19 unexcused absences. That means I wasn't going to class at all, okay? Long story short, man, I ended up making it through that part of my life, and I ended up graduating. Went to the next part of my life. I went to college. I went to Henderson State University. I became a brother of Kappa Alpha Psi, Fraternity Incorporated. So after that, that part of my life, man, it kind of transitioned me. It started me from being just hooper and focusing on it, kind of brought me over to the business side of my life. So that's why I get all my business aspects. The best part of it, the best thing I learned was never mix business with pleasure. That's one thing that I took from it. You never mix business with pleasure. All right. After that, it took me to after the Noob, okay, I dropped out of college my sophomore year. Okay, I pledged my freshman year, so everything was up, man. I was partying, I was kicking it, ended up dropping it out my sophomore year. Came back to Little Rock and went into the grinder mode. What I mean by that is I had my first child. So if you know anything about when people have a child, it's time to get to it. So I ended up getting me a job at Walmart working overnight, 10 to 7. I did that for a little bit. I started insurance at the age of 23, so I started doing that. That's when I was just really just getting it. All right, let's go on fast forward to chapter 30. Here I am now, man. I'm turning 30 this year. I'm in a good part of my life. I'm making residual income. Anybody know what that is? Residual income? It's called getting paid in your sleep. All right, getting paid in your sleep. That's what that is. So that's where I'm at now, chapter 30. Let's go on to the next one. Finding your passion, man. I'm going to talk to y'all today about turning your passion into profit. Real quick, not going to take a lot of your time, but I do want y'all to get the message. Matter of fact, I had a notebook somewhere. Anybody know what turning your passion into profit is? Y'all want to talk back to me. Y'all ain't going to be able to sit there today. Y'all got to talk.
I guess doing what you love and then making money off of it.
That's it. Right. That's it. Anybody else got any report on that?
No.
You got you got it, huh? Alright, cool. So yeah. Now, this ain't even the right one. Pause with me real quick. Pause with me. This is the old one. Let's do that one. So yeah, doing what you love, making money off of it. 5 questions you need to ask yourself, man, throughout your course of life, period. Who am I? Where am I going? Why am I here? What can I do? That's where I come from. Okay? That's where I come from. Where am I going? Alright? So all these questions mean something. This would be something that you think about on the daily regardless, because if you have any dreams, any ambitions, any future in life, you want to make sure you know these things about yourself before you even decide what you want to do. How you going to know what you want to do if you don't even know who you are? Okay, so I answer these questions myself. Who am I? I'm Kelvin Parker. I am the insurance man. I'm not just one of the insurance mans in Little Rock. I am. So every time you think insurance, I want y'all to think Kelvin Parker. That's the way I want to be. That's the way I want to be seen. So that's who I am. Where I'm from. It's always good to know about, and I'm not even talking about your parents and your grandparents and stuff like that. You got to know where you're from, know where your ancestors from. You might know something about, you might figure something else about you that You didn't even know. So, of course, why am I here? Why am I here on earth? What's your reason for being here on earth? God gave everybody a reason, gave everybody a purpose for life. So why are you here on earth? The quicker you find out who you are and why you're here, the faster you can move on. All right, what can I do? Did you know that 90% of people die? Let me get this right. 90% of people die before realizing 10% of the things they can do. Okay? So a lot of people leaving this earth without even accomplishing a portion of their goals. You see what I'm saying? So the sooner you figure these things out, why did they bring? So the sooner you figure these things out, the further you can make it in life. I think. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Let's ask this quote first. I got some good water bottles for y'all too. All right. So what I'm gonna do is at each slide I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna read this quote to you. I want y'all to tell me what you think about it. All right. So this first one is the 2 most important days of your life are the days you were born and the days you find out why. Okay? That ties right into these questions here. All right? So, somebody tell me, man, what y'all think about that quote? We all gonna have to answer. It's that kind of class, I'm sorry. It's that kind of class. You already answered one, so I need somebody else to step up. Come on with the north side.
That's how you feel.
Come on with it, man.
Let me interpret.
Yeah, so this is the two most important days of your life is when you were born and when you find out why.
I feel like that just goes as into like finding the purpose you were talking about earlier. Basically, like why we're put on this earth, like why God put us here to like figure out what we're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? The way He gave us.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's exactly what that quote means to me, man. Bouncing off what you said earlier, the same thing, man. We all got a purpose here. The quicker you find out, the quicker you get to them bands. Y'all understand that, right? Here you go, bro. Appreciate you, man. All right, so let's go to the next one. On speed. I'm the new. I'm gonna be in a new commercial. Y'all remember this?
Okay.
All right, so putting your passion to works, okay? And y'all remember this right here. You owe you. Remember that. That's gonna be on every slide. I'm gonna tell you what it means at the end. Putting your passion to works. Being hungry. Man, you know, it's okay. What I mean by be hungry is it's okay to be mad at yourself for not being where you want to be in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to have to feel some kind of way about not being where you want to be. 40-year-old working at McDonald's, if that's what you want to do, then that's fine. But if you're not where you want to be, that's another thing. It's okay to be mad. All right? Not stopping until you find something you love to do. Or not stopping until you find out how to get where you want to be. All right? Creating prime time. Create prime time. What I think that is creating time for yourself. Okay? A lot of times, man, in life, we take on other folks' burdens. You ever been doing good one morning, man? You wake up and you in a great mood, and then your friend calls you on the way to school with a whole situation. Girl, let me tell you about my boyfriend, man. He on my nerves, and it mess up your whole day, but it ain't got nothing to do with you. You see what I'm saying? Like, that happens all the time. It's okay to be selfish. Okay? It's okay to be selfish at times, especially when you're trying to work on you. When you're trying to work on you, a lot of times you got to step back from other folks' problems to where you can focus on yourself. Tunnel in on your vision.